Apologies for the delay, everyone. My internet went out for a second and gave me a heart attack. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. You are here with the Radiance Collective, and I want to wish all mothers, mother figures, those that have a mothering spirit, a happy Mother's Day. Um, Also wanted to check in and see how did it go last week? Did you give yourself the best? I feel like I did a really good job giving myself water every day. Um, so that's how I gave myself the best. I hope that you kept in mind the promise you made yourself for giving yourself the best last week, and that you continue to do that. The Radiance Collective, we are a collective of light workers where we work to harness the light within ourselves so that we may be a light in the world. I'm sure you know that the world needs more light, the world needs more love. No matter what is happening in the world needs more light and more love in times of peace, in times of disruption. You can never have enough light. You can never have enough love. Love and light just, it's never too much. So, um, tonight we're going to do another contemplative session here. So, I hope you have a journal, a pen, paper, something to write on. And we're going to also continue to focus on self love, on loving ourselves. Because Jesus said, when asked, what is the greatest commandment in the law? And Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all of your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. For Jesus to give you the commandment or to call on the commandments, because these weren't commandments he made up, right? Jesus didn't come to like create new scripture. He was a rabbi. And so these two commandments he pulled from the Hebrew scriptures. But like loving the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind, equivalent to that is loving your neighbor as yourself. And the assumption is that you love yourself with a high regard, and to love your neighbor as that same high regard. But one thing that we tend to do sometimes is love our neighbor like we're supposed to love God, and we forget all about ourselves. And I'm going to tell you, we can't afford to do that if we want to be a force in this world. And that is what we're here to do, light workers. We're here to be a force in the world. So, we're going to take some time and spend some time loving on ourselves. And I told you that the guiding scripture for the Radiance Collective is Matthew 5:14 through 16. Matthew 5:14, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. In the same way, let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. You are the light of the world. Your light is already shining. You didn't have to do anything to turn it on. You came to the planet with a light that is already shining. And that is why we come here to work with the light. We don't come here to ignite the light. We're not here to awaken the light. We don't need to do any of that. The light is already shining. We came here with a light that the world needs. Now, Matthew 5:15 says, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. That is the question. You have this light that's shining. You can't do anything about the shining, so you have to put it under a bowl. Have you put your light under a bowl? I know I've put my light under a bowl. You know, when you hear you're too much, your light hurts my eyes, or my light, I think it's the wrong color. When I feel like my light is too much, or it's not enough, or when I am afraid that my light is impeding on others in a negative way, I may have the tendency to put it under a bowl so that I'm hiding my light. But the scripture says instead they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. God put you on a stand as soon as you took your first breath. You are meant to illuminate something that cannot be seen without your light. I'm going to say that again. You are meant to illuminate something that cannot be seen without your light. That means that there's something that the world needs that cannot be found unless you allow your light to shine. That thing the world needs, without your light, it will remain hidden. So tonight we're going to go within. We're going to ask Spirit, show me where I am hiding my light, because the world needs it. The world needs it. So let us get into a relaxed position. We are going to sit up tall, but relaxed, in a position where we can breathe fully from our bellies, so we can get as much air into our lungs as possible, and then squeeze it all out. You can put your hands in your lap. They can be palm up in a receptive position, or you can have them palms down to feel grounded. Let's start with relaxing the entire body. Starting at the top of the head. Feel a nice warm light circling around the top of the head, making its way down your face, around your scalp. You can just feel the tension melting away. Didn't even know you had tension in your scalp. Your temples, your ears, your jaw, all relaxed. This light continues to make its way down your throat, your neck, your shoulders. You can feel them drop a little bit as the tension releases. Your upper back, your chest, your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, and your fingers all relax. This light circles around your torso, your waist, your abdomen, your lower back. Hold a lot of tension in our lower back, especially if we sit. It can tend to pull there. So we ask it to relax. Light moves down to your hips, your pelvic area, around your thighs, your knees, your calves and your shins, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. From this relaxed state, let's take some breaths together. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 7. We're going to breathe out for a count of 8. Breathing in with our belly, breathing out, pushing all the air out using your diaphragm. All right. Breathe in, hold, out. 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 And allow your body to move your breath into its own natural, relaxed rhythm. yourself to slide deeper and deeper into relaxation. With each breath, slide just a little bit deeper. Ask yourself, what have I been keeping? What have I been keeping hidden under a bowl so no one can see it? And try not to answer intellectually. I know sometimes we have that go-to answer. Let spirit speak to you. Just listen. Relax and listen. Once you have identified it, take it into your hand, this light, this beautiful light that is yours, magnificent light. And see yourself standing on the hill. To the top of the hill for everyone to see. See the difference that it makes as it floods the atmosphere with its brightness. See the lives that it touches as it moves through the air, as it crawls along the face of the earth. See the good that it brings. Feel the sensation of being a light bearer. Feel the strength and the power in that. Feel the love coursing through your body as you give your light. You give your light expecting nothing in return, unconditionally giving. That is what love is. Feel into that. Get comfortable with that feeling. As we slowly, gently bring our awareness back to this present moment, but holding on to that feeling. We bring our awareness back to the room. Bring our awareness back to your body. Feeling the seat that you're sitting in. And opening your eyes. Why don't we take a few minutes to capture what was revealed in that session? Self-love. Reverend Michael Beckwith of the Agape spiritual community wrote in his May letter to his congregation, "We practice self-love not as sentimentality, but as alignment. Self-love is not indulgence. Self-love is accurate, perception. That makes me pause every time I read it. Self-love is accurate perception because you are made in the image and likeness of the divine. So self-love is accurate perception, is seeing the truth of who you are. It is recognizing yourself as a divine emanation. It is appreciating your body temple as a vehicle of spirit, your mind as a tool of creativity, and your heart as an instrument of coherence. You see, self-appreciation regulates the nervous system, and gratitude stabilizes expansion. So when you can sit in appreciation of yourself, not from arrogance, but from awakened awareness, you increase your ability to hold joy without interference. You increase your ability to experience harmony without self-disruption. Isn't that powerful? I found it to be so powerful. And looking at self-love in a whole new way. So this week, be on the lookout for when you find yourself under a bowl. And when you do, just imagine yourself standing on that hill. Just take 1 minute and see yourself standing and shining on that hill. This week, think of one way you can shine on purpose, to intentionally shine your light with the world. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to smile at strangers. As I go throughout my day, as I'm interacting in the world, I'm going to give people a smile. What about you? You can write it in the chat or in the comments. What will you do where you can shine on purpose? That is the call for this week, for the light workers. So I want to thank you for sharing your light with us here in the collective. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together, there the Christ presence is. The Christ presence we know is always with us, but when we shine together, what a force. We make waves in the ripple of the vibration of the planet. That's what we are doing here today. That's what we did in our time here together. Depositing light and love and goodness in the collective consciousness. We are a stand against the fear. We are a stand against the anger. We are a stand against the hate. We are a stand against the conflict. We are the light of the world. Hope you feel that. Feel that power. We are here every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. If you know someone who would love to add their light to the good of the world and combat the status quo, bring them along with you next time. Or you can share this link with them so that they can watch later, because you can bring your light whenever you need to. If you haven't joined the email list, please do. You can use the link that's scrolling across the bottom, or you can use the QR code that is on the screen, and invite others to do the same. All right, light bearers, light workers, thank you so much for your energy tonight. I feel so good. I feel so good. I'm going to sleep so well tonight, and I hope that you all do too. I will see you here next Sunday. Have a blessed, blessed week.